Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Logan. Today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to make energetic dark beats for LIL DURK and OTF. They're dropping a project called Loyal Bros 2 on Friday. It should be out by the time I drop this video. And from what I've heard so far, it's gonna be a lot of crazy dark vibes, like super high energy. And I also know that OTF likes to mix in some pain stuff on their albums too, so that could also be on there. But today we're gonna be focusing on the dark stuff. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Logan Pikelko. Don't forget to follow DNX at DNX Do Not Cross. We got a beat battle coming up soon. The announcement hasn't been officially made yet, but we're gonna be hosting it probably sometime between late December and early January, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, I'm gonna just play a preview of the sample, and this is what it sounds like. So super basic with the patterns, but you got to be able to do it your own way and figure out what works best for the vibe that you want, right? First thing I did was I got this accent and I pitched it down 2 semitones, so it goes from D sharp to C sharp. After that, I duplicated it, pitched it up an octave, and reversed it. Next thing I did was I added this bass. To get some high and going, a little bit more rhythm and ambience, I added this Celeste. I added some effects on there, fruity delay, some Valhalla vintage verb, and some EQ. And if you're wondering where I'm getting these sounds from, these are from the Loop Legend Evolution multi-kit. Super high quality stuff. There's a ton of preset banks in here. We got Effectrix, Patcher, Portal, RC20, and Expand. We got a bunch of one-shots, and we got mixer presets too. So these are really useful when making your samples. I'll have a link to it down in the description. Next thing I did was I got a key and I created this pattern. Sounds kind of trash, right? So what I did was I added some effects. First thing I did was I added reverb, kind of give it a spaced out vibe. Then I added some Portal. This is where the real sauce comes in. This is from the Loop Legend Evolution Portal Bank. There's a preset called Nardo, and this is what it sounds like. So already adds a lot more uniqueness, a lot more variation to it. And the last thing I did was I added some chorus from Valhalla Uber mod. Next thing I did was rendered it out and pitched it to fit the sample. This is what that sounds like. After that, I got this accent called Owl, and I just pitched it to fit the key of the sample. And the effects I added to that are EQ, delay, reverb, and chorus. This is what we have so far. Next, I grabbed a pad and put in this pattern. Super simple, just the same chords repeating over and over again. Next thing I added is one of my favorite parts of the sample. I got a string from the Evolution kit. So it sounds kind of weird right now when it transitions, but I added another Portal preset from the Loop Legend bank, and I added some EQ, and this is what that sounds like now. After I did that, I rendered it out, and this is what that pattern sounds like. And it sounds no different. The reason I did that is because sometimes when you export a sound with Portal, some things can be off, so I put it in as a waveform just to make sure that everything is good and on time. So now with everything added together, this is what the full sample sounds like. Now I'm gonna go open this in a new FLP and add some drums, so I'll see y'all then. So I got the loop stemmed out here. Now I'm gonna start adding drums. First thing that I usually do is I add a clap. Most of the time the clap is gonna be the same on every single beat unless you have like a different type of bounce. But for what I'm going for right now, it's just gonna be simple clap pattern. So I'm gonna drag the clap in, put the MIDI on it, and that's done. Next thing I add is the open hats. Next thing I'll do is add a counter snare. Now I'm getting to the fun part, which is adding the hi-hats. Alright, so I got the hi-hat pattern down here. It's a little bit complex, but really it's just a 2-bar pattern with some variation in the 4th bar, and then it's a 4-part pattern that I just repeated into 8 bars. So this is what the pattern sounds like. And there's really no theory to this. I just placed them where I thought it sounded good, and that's really it. Next I'm gonna do is add the 808s. Turn the boost up just a little bit. It's already a loud 808, so I won't do it that much. And I'll turn the out knob up because I don't want the 808 to be going super long throughout the whole thing. And for when you're making beats for Durk, you want your 808 to be hitting hard, man. I got it, and you can see right here, it's going almost up to 3 decibels. It's peaking a little bit over 0, but then we take it back down with the soft clipper, and all I did was turn the threshold down a little bit and the post down a little bit. The beat doesn't sound completely full yet, so something I'm gonna do is add some percs and snares, little drum bounces here and there just to get the beat to sound more complete. So I got a snare roll here. All this will do is transition into the next section of the beat when you have it playing. Now I'm gonna go into my percs folder and add a few percs. So I'm gonna add a bell in there, but it's gonna be a little quiet. This is another perc I like a lot. So I got the entire thing done. Now I'm gonna structure it out, and I'll see y'all when that's done. So I got the full beat structured out here. All I really did was I just had this intro. Then I got the snare roll playing. And this pattern 10, I added a kick in here. It's just a standard rat kick, but all it does is hit on the 1 of every 8 bars, just to get more emphasis on that 1. I added a EQ automation so that the bass plays in the bridge, but not during the hook in the verse. And then a volume automation so that the outro fades out. So that's it for today's video. I hope y'all learned something. I hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what you think of the new OTF album. It drops in 3 days from when I'm recording this, so I'm excited to know what y'all think. Don't forget to go cop the Evolution multi-kit from Loop Legend. The link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Logan Pikelko. Follow DNX on Instagram at DNX Do Not Cross. Got a beat battle soon. Yeah, that's it for me today. I'll see y'all in the next one. Here's the final beat.